Howdy, 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 my name is Swanky. Welcome back to Let's Read Paradox Space. In this episode, we're going to be starting with an Eridan comic that looks like he's killing angels that are saying something in some language. The story is by Alex Raphael. Still not really sure how to say that. And art by Mary Cagle. So the angels are like, oh, hey, it says, I still don't know if you guys actually see the words when I scroll over the comics, but it says, well, who could that be? There we go. Hope you're singing a dirge, cause it'll be the last tune you honk. Gams is actually his own bobblehead toy. Nudge, spring. Fuck's sake, where the fuck are you doing here, you fuck? Honk. I was all up in using them gates, but then I done went up the wrong one and now I'm here. What's up? Your head's on a fucking platter? What's up if you don't want to get out of the damn way, you greasy face, vile breath dirt under a fingernail piece of... Shit. Haha, motherfuck! It's, okay, it's loading. I think this might be the code for there being words, but let me backtrack in case I missed some words. No, yeah, that's Gam's own bobblehead toy. Are you saying I ain't got a wicked six-pack? Okay, so he fires his laser. I hate angels so goddamn much. Why do they gotta be so creepy? Whatever to deserve this whispers in the wind bullshit? And while I'm at it, whatever do to deserve having you of all people around? Couldn't be a cute girl or a boy with maybe some nice muscle definition? No, gotta be your flabby ass. Doesn't even visit on purpose. And why are you always talking about that, like relationships and shit? Why do the starving always talk about food? Some fucking thing a man got needs. Or same fucking thing man's got needs. Yeah, but like, if you don't eat every day, you die. You just don't get it. My loneliness is a fate worse than death. Darker than the deepest ocean, colder than the highest fucking mountain. What do you even do? Or what do you do if you got a song in your heart but no one to share it with, huh? I play it with my horns, bro. Everything's so easy for you, isn't it, honk? Look, this might be hard for you to understand, but I'm a fucking tsunami of tumultuous emotion, okay? Life, death, sweeps of military dignity and grace, all pounding against the shore of my think pan. This shit's beyond your comprehension. Don't even try it. The dignity and grace and Eridan self-insert historical fanfiction. No, yeah, I think I comprehend that good shit. You need yourself a chill pill. That's not a chill pill, that's a slice of doped up pie, you charlatan. Chill pie, my man. Get that toxic shit away from me. Ugh! And the angels are just talking. I wonder if we'll ever find out what the angels said before Eridan killed them all. Alright, here we are. This leads back to my hive so you can get up the second gate now. The fuck out of my life. Sure you don't want me around, bro? Yes, because I fucking hate you. You ever want to hang out later, just hit me up on Trollian whenever. Don't count on it now. Fuck off. See you later, my good inverted brother. Fuck you. Wow, why didn't he insist on staying harder? Some people just don't have basic consideration for others, I swear. Eridan, you piece of shit. Okay, moving on. Mother and Grub. Oh. Story by Alex Raphael and art by Adrian Garcia. Stare. Additional stare. Oh, look at the little giggling itty-bitty sufferer. Okay, giant brainless monsters take care of wigglers like you all the time. How hard can it be? Snatch. The weird gator creature seems happy about it. Oh, she killed it. Wait a minute. This one has words too. Does it? Okay, so there's no words on this page, but the next page does the double mouth thing of, Pounce de Leon. Russell, Russell, snark. Wah! And now it's also dead. And she has a saw out. There's Hawk Lustus. She seems unpleased by this. Luckily, he landed in a pillow oasis, a naturally occurring Alternian land formation. Oh, no. You don't! Did she just crack its neck with a coconut? Please find a soft landing. Please find a soft landing. I beseech thee to find a soft landing. Are there words here? Nope. Ah! Well, looky what we have here. You think a wiggler like this can fetch us a good price? Sure as Cullen. Question is, who'll have the privilege of paying it? The paint mixers, maybe? They could use a bright hue as this. I was thinking more for the food processors. Imagine the flavor this would add to their grub sauce. A Skinner could make a nice hat out of it, like a beanie. Exactly. You're damned. They were really damned. I'm starting to think you're more trouble than you're worth. I appreciate that you're trying to be adorable, but it'd be cuter if you weren't using my arm as a load gaper. You done good. You done did good, kid. That was adorable. So, Garbage Day. Alice story by Alice Raphael again, and art by Incineraptor. Let's see. P.U. All the garbage cans are overflowing like crazy. You'd think a fancy lab like this would have some sort of automatic procedure for that kind of junk. Yeah, well, I guess they just didn't give a shit. Imagine that. Yeah, well, at least my shoelaces aren't untied. Huh? My kicks are perfectly fine, Trezzy. What you talking about? I mean, fuck, I don't even have shoelaces. This shit's Velcro. Ah, what? Oop. Wait. Did everybody do the 1, 2, 3, not it thing? Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't see that happen. Okay, everybody's doing the nose thing and they're just like looking at him like, haha, you got to do it. Oop. The cannon end of Homestuck, everybody. Go home, we did it. Oh. Sick. And now I gotta go back and check, see if there was a thing. Ironic Velcro, okay. Sorry that I keep bouncing around like that. It's like, I assume they're all gonna have extra words on them, but then they don't, so I forget about it. But then they do, so I have to go back and check if I've been missing it. Stand-up room only. Story by P. Gibson, art by Adrian Garcia. It seems to be a stand-up comic by one of the other versions of Eridan. Hey everyone, it is great to be here. I would have been here last night, but the Marquis had me tied up. Thank you. I'm sure you've heard about the Imperial drone who got a second job at Cruelty Fried Cluckpiece, right? That joke's older than the Empress. I had lunch with his Honorable Tyranny the other day, and he really eat? I just wish he'd eaten the waiter so I wouldn't have had to pay. You suck! Boo! Oh, damn. This actually happened. Oh, damn. Damn. That's a hell of a way to die. This page contains content that may be upsetting for some viewers, including implication of assault. And it's just called Damara, and it's 7 pages long. I wasn't expecting to see something like this here, but, here we go. I guess I'll make it known in the description that this happens. Written by Mary Borsellino, illustrated by Allison Chabet and Tom Siddell. Damara Megiddo died yesterday. This tragedy underscores the importance of abiding by all safety warnings about school grounds. The embankment she fell off of... Cankry, shut up! Wait, what's happening? Sorry I'm late. We all saw her body when we found her. That wasn't a flippin' fake. It may have been a natural function of her biology. There's a shameful lack of study done on rust, bronze, and gold-blooded immune system. Immune system? She cracked her head open on an outcrop halfway down. It's not like rallying quickly from a cold. Whatever. It's weird, that's all. Meanwhile, hey Doms, can I talk to you? Sure. She looks slightly angry. So, nice day for a walk, isn't it? I don't know how to pronounce that speech impediment. Hey, you're not speaking with your East before an accent now. No. You're really her, aren't you? You're really Damara? Sure. But Damara died. Sure. Danger embankment unstable. Told you no. Pushed back. Fell. That's a load of crap. You can't prove a word of it. Sure. Bullshit, it wasn't my fault. You led me on. You knew this would happen. You made me do it. Sure. If you think I'm some kind of killer, shouldn't you be worried to be alone here with me? If I could do it once, why can't I do it again? And then she slips and is dying. It appears she's dying. Next day. Sorry again. What the hell are you? Damara, of course. Who else would I be? Your use of oh, it's Kankry's just saying things. Cronus meet after school. Heart. See, there's no extra words on this one. Dams? Let's walk. Light? No thanks. Sure. The hell is that? Embankment unstable. I wouldn't underestimate me if I were you. I can keep doing it. If you make trouble for me, I can keep doing it. Sure, kill me again. Kill me 10 times. Makes no difference. There's only one true ending. All deviations are irrelevant. You doomed yourself when you killed me the first time. Dams, what's with the... And your... I know the single shining thread of the real timeline. All you did when you killed me was take away your chance to become that timeline. So, sure, kill me again. It doesn't matter. I already know where and when we really die. Okay, so... It seems like this is just a fake everybody's dead timeline? Okay. Huh. I don't know. Antiquated Jasperterism? Japesterism. Okay. I was reading Jaspers for some reason. I don't know. Story by Alex Raphael and art by Eck Weaver. So, then I laughed and revealed my hilarious boner. Excuse me, what? No, wait. The autoresponder has just informed me you were using yet another outdated colloquialism, and as I understand it, the word boner used to be slang for an embarrassing screw-up as far back as the 1950s. It still does mean that, though. Oh, no. Boner's current definition is much less PG. To put it in terms you'd understand, in fact, I go so far as to say it's rated R for raunchy as hell. Really? Oh, I get it. You're pulling a boner on me right now, aren't you? No, Jake, listen. I'm being so serious right now. You almost had me fooled, my good bro, but you know you have to be smarter than that to trick a fellow with jets like mine. Sure, okay, yeah. You totally caught me out, bro. Ha, I knew it. Wait till I tell the girls about this boner of yours. They're sure to have a good chuckle over it. That is the best goddamn idea you've ever had. Tell them how you pulled a boner all day long. That's what the thing says when I scroll over this one. Okay, then. So, that was a much, much different tone than the last one, and this one is 24 pages. But the story is by Andrew Hussie, and the art is by J.N. Weedle. So we're gonna do this one, and then that's probably gonna be the end of this episode. There's no extra words. Your name is Crowbar. You remember the first time you ever got off like it was yesterday, but then you tend to remember damn near everything like it was yesterday. And when a fella wets his bill on time travel as much as you, yesterday's when damn near everything literally took place, but that's besides the point. The point is, a guy like you's gotta remember things. No room for error when you're in charge of a bunch of maroons like these. Maroon's your favorite color in case it wasn't obvious by the rugged hue of your jaunty tricorned hat. But, like you say all the time, lugs this dumb give the color a bad name. Yeah, that line never did get a laugh, not even once. Never did claim comedy was your bag, though. Your bag's a whole nother can of worms entirely. And those worms swear in their ugly mother's graves you're a hard-nosed, square-shouldered, spare the lip and shoot from the hip gang boss. Or third in command to be precise, but who's counting? The answer, of course, is you are. You're counting. It's your job to count. Are there words on this one? Nope. As number 3 of the outfit, i.e. number 7, lest we get confused, it's also your job to do what number 2 says. He hasn't got a number in actuality. Cueball head wouldn't wear a hat in the damn presence of royalty, the cocky bastard. Number 2 naturally gets his orders from number 1, who's a man of few words in your experience. The top dog used to give you lip all the time, which really saying something for a man whose head's a gruesome, lipless skull. Those were the days, though. The old days, though. Now number 2 serves as his mouth. And what a mouth it is. The man's got a hell of a trap for a guy sporting a spherical head with no features whatsoever. Hey, look, you just follow orders, no matter what kind of freak show comprises the particular cabal of your superiors barking at you. They call number 2 the Doc. And the Doc made it clear he wants you to round up the boys for a meeting in his study. In your humble opinion, the Hatless Wonder's a true man of mystery, and guessing his design's about as ruthless as a plundered gift basket. But if you had to bet, you bet dollars to crawlers there's a heist afoot. Crawlers instead of donuts, because when it comes to the Doc schemes, there's always a twist. Ha ha. First step along the way is number 2. No, not by rank, you clueless boob, by hat, of course. The guy is infinitely less clever than the Doc. In fact, it ain't out of line to characterize him as a little slow upstairs and downstairs. Infinitely, in this case, ain't hyperbolic. You don't do hyperbole. It's on a list of stuff you don't do. Dose has the ability to slow down time within the radius localized to himself and himself alone. The list is literally kept in your breast pocket to show at clowns who don't take you serious now and then. You tell him to come meet you, tell him to come with you. Gotta meet Doc in the study. Oh, great, he predictably replies with the arduous, low-pitched beginning of some long-ass, drawn-out remark. You don't have time for this. You leave the room to round up more men. The end of this sentence ain't seen the light of day anytime soon. Who's next? Ah, excellent. Someone else is approaching. Saves you the trouble of rooting him out. And yeah, it's you. Just what you needed. Time shenanigans. Looks like past you or future you or whoever's elite and sawbuck somewhere. You know what? Whatever, man. Crowbar. In charge, mostly. Wields a crowbar. Sawbuck. Don't worry about it. You'll get to him later. You're not even going to ask. It never pays to indulge in time shenanigans. That's what you say. No one listens, though. Other you's got a question, though. You say, shoot. He's wondering if Dozen has finished the sentence yet. You say, not even close, my friend. He's only just begun to letting words spill out of his dumb, sluggish maw. He says, God fucking damn it. You say, feels pain. You feels pain, brother. You and he soldier on to your respective directions. Meanwhile, that one seems confused. You give the door a firm rap or two with your trusty crowbar and let yourself into, oh, good God. You avert your eyes and clear your throat. You try to visualize something else. A suit you remember to bring a suit you need to remember to bring by for tailoring. The lukewarm cup of joe you didn't finish this morning sitting on your desk, and nope, the damage is done. You can't unsee it. Listen, you ain't no Puritan Pete. Clover is extremely lucky. What two consenting adult men get up to behind closed doors is their own damn business. You just wish Clover wouldn't work his frisky little dance numbers behind so many of the closed doors in this mansion. Part of you wonders what charm the little guy was soliciting Itchy with. Horseshoes? Balloons? Nah, wait, you don't care. Train of thought cancelled. They're all wrong for balloons anyway. Trust me, it wouldn't work out. You tell the men to quit the fancy footwork. It's business with the Doc. Sure, boss, after you, squeaks the lucky runt. Luck's always on his side, you should mention. Little bastard's as lucky as one gets, and sure seems like he's one to get lucky a lot if you catch your drift. Still no extra words. Itchy, as usual, makes it his business to be a rash on your backside. The attitude on this guy. Says he's in no particular hurry. We'll be along as soon as he's done with his, what is that, 10,000 pieces? Come on, guy. You say with the giddy up he's got, that puzzle should just take him just shy of no time flat, and he knows it. Itchy extremely fast. It's real fast, you see. Itchy says he ain't in a hurry and mood, wants to relax, take his sweet time with it. Is he kidding you? This jabroni's barely even trying. Nah, it doesn't go there. Nah. You say the horse butt goes behind the animal, not like hovering in front of its face, you stupid piece of shit. The guy keeps at it anyway. You know what? Let the baby have his bottle. You're out of here. You enter the boutique of the gang's in-house tailor. Any mug in the biz you're in knows a good tailor's a must. The name's Stitch, and the man's a miracle worker with a needle and thread. Looks to be patching up a head wound on some dope's recent injury. You say, what happened here? No unauthorized shenanigans, you hope? A damn good tailor. He asks, are any shenanigans authorized? You say, hell no. He gives you a curt nod, always refreshing to be in the company of men who don't cotton to nonsense. He says, don't worry about it, he'll be along here once he finishes up. Good enough for you, you leave without a word. Here's where a die holds up. Seems he ain't into company at the moment. For half a second, you contemplate respecting the guy's privacy. Spend the other half of the second kicking down his door. These chickens? Just what in the fresh gobsmacking fuck is going on in here is the out loud thing you wonder. What's he doing cooped up with all the live poultry? Guy doesn't say a word. Deer in headlights with this guy. When you catch him in the act, there's always an act to catch him in. And he never don't get caught, man. It's like a deer stuck in the high beams of a parked ass car. You say never mind, forget your ass. He starts up with his mumbling suddenly. Oh, now he's got something to say? What's that, pal? Can't hear a word you're saying. You say, speak up. Look, put the chicken down. You say, put it down. That's it. You've had it. You're sick of this shit. How about a taste of the mean end of your crowbar? Both ends of the mean end. He puts his little doll on you. Pulls a little doll on you. You gasp. You're not much for sarcasm, but yeah, the gasp was sarcastic. Couldn't help it. It's a mighty potent juju he's got there for sure, but functionally, it won't mean squat to you if he sticks your pin in there. He'll jump to a different timeline where you're dead. You'll still be here, though, with one less idiot to corral. Still, won't do you to watch him disappear. Doc wants a word with all the idiots. Gesture at Clover. Tell him to make Die listen to reason. As he just pulls a gun. Attaboy, hey! Cut it out! Both feet on the floor, you mean it? Christ almighty. Somebody little munchkin doesn't know when to quit. You hear a ruckus from the game room. Sounds like the moron Motherlode's in there. Yep. It's Pinhead Paydirt. You tip your cap to Finn and Trace. Couple of peas in the pod, those two. Just a pair of blokes sharing in a bout of what's surely the game of lords, a rousing and gentlemanly match of table stickball. And back there, another couple planned a game of... now what the fuck? Is that Itchy? You could have sworn he was deliberately being a punk and taking forever with the horse puzzle. Itchy says, oh, I don't think finished with it ages ago and signed it over here for a friendly game of cards with his good friend. Wait, what was your name again? This guy, he says. The huge asshole with the 14 on his dumb-looking hat. Flips a coin, looks badass while doing it. Quarters lets out a deep sigh. Itchy keeps running his trap, trying to keep with the times. Old man. Old man, you say? Technically, you're younger than he is. They all are, in fact. He says come again. He didn't follow that. He was busy plucking another hapless pigeon. Itchy slides all the chips to his side of the table. Booyah, motherfuckers, booyah. Die mumbles, did he say chicken? You say, huh? Die mumbles nothing. He just thought he heard him say something about chickens is all. All yous listen up, there's a meeting in the study. You say everyone come this way, or you give them what for? Will you quick clicking those little buckled shoes together for a Midnight City minute? You say you're flattered, but this ain't the time or place. Besides, you aren't doubt moons is not how you roll. Yeah, look, you know it's bad form to leave a game of table stickball before the empty sockets have swallowed all the round circles, but this here's a red letter meeting with with Dr. White words. They need to follow, you see? That's what you're best at, following, ain't ya? Can follow people's past trails. Finn can follow people's future trails. Finn, you can see where anyone's headed in the near future, yeah? You're just asking because you'll eat your stylish 3-point hat if every lug in this room isn't headed right out that door in the very near future. Isn't that right, Finn? In your haste, your freight train of chartreuse goons almost railroads one of the bigger stiffs round in the corner. The stiff says, hey, Chief, where's the fire? You tell him you didn't think you're walking that fast, to be honest. He says, no, he was literally asking where the fire was, so he can put it out, see? Matchstick's concerned with fire safety, it's everyone's business. Back of the line, you say, we all got an appointment with the doc. Yeah, you know the guy was aiming for a chuckle out of you. Like you said, comedy's not your bag. It's no one's bag, really. When you belong to the felt, you're either as serious as a heart attack or dumb as a brain hemorrhage, or the medically spectacular situation where those two problems coincide. Son of a... You tell Sawbuck he can stay at the front of the line with you. No chance in hell this Butterball can squeeze by all these green bozos. Sawbuck, again, don't worry about it. You'll hit him up later. The last thing you need is another mansion clog. You take a detour to hit the lounge. If your instincts are right, this is where you'll find you-know-who. For some reason, you can never bring yourself to say her name. 2 simple syllables. You're told the word means a child's plaything in the winter, like some kind of frost puppet. Fitting that the sound of it sends a chill down your spine. The boys hesitate to speak of her, just like they hold their fire whenever she fades from black. She's here, though. Like you thought. Creatures of habit, dames. Not that you have much experience with dames, mind you. You only ever met the one. If Snowman is killed, the universe is destroyed. So, hey. Yeah, you tell the dame there's this meeting, see, you know, with the doc, and yeah. You mumble a few other things, but you don't know why you're even troubling yourself. The spooky broad don't give a flying goddamn about what you gotta say. You lead your posse into the clock room. Well, a clock room. There's a lot of clocks in this mansion, a few too many if you ask you. There's a tarp over there in the corner covering something up, something big. Some of the boys don't remember ever seeing no tarp there before. Strikes you as a funny observation coming from them, seeing as you can't figure out how they even remember to dress themselves half the time. Eggs looks worried. Like, I pay no attention to the secret people under the new mystery tarp. Uses the egg timer to travel around. The boys are like, what the hell you got under there? He's like, You say never damn mind. A mouth like that could only conceivably serve as a gateway to the utterly worthless. Look at this mess. Do you really even need to tell these mooks why whatever it is they're doing in here is dumb as all get out? Oh, well, at least there are only 2 of them this time. Biscuits. Thinks his oven allows him to time travel. Biscuit says the rest of us are in the oven. You say, did you ask what's in this fucking oven? You say next time you ask for a peek in this damn oven, it'll be on account of your prior instruction to bake you a goddamn cake. Sawbuck says, ooh, cake. No, you gluttonous fool! Jumps to a random point in time when injured. You said don't open that oven! Never going to see the doc at this rate, and by this rate you mean going backwards in time due to perfectly avoidable reasons. You keep pressing on like the true professional you are. This way, lunkhead. Yes, sir, he waddles. Ah, rats. Someone else is approaching. You got a feeling you know who it is. And yeah, it's you again. Just what you needed, and we're inexorably bound to receive due to the laws of causality. Looks like past you or future you or whatever's rounding up the troops. You know what? Whatever, man. He's not even going to ask. And neither are you, because you didn't before and ain't feeling any chatty this time around. This buffoon is still in the middle of his endless freaking sentence. Unbelievable the kind of horseshit this line of work entails. You consider how you might speed up his bird brain response. Not that it matters since the guy never made a remark in his life which didn't function as a powerful sedative. Think about walloping Sawbuck again to skip to another time. Maybe one good drubble, do ya? Nah, too risky. Might shoot back a million years in the past. Need to take matters into your own hands, or better yet, hands belonging to some grunt you get paid to boss around. Cans has the ability to clock a guy in the next week. Oh yeah. As in, you forgot what a racket this two-tongue loop made when he makes an entrance. That's what you meant when you said, oh yeah. As in, oh yeah, you just remember that. Anyway, you tell Cans to give the slowpoke a lift and break a leg this way. He says, huh? You say, grab Doze and follow me. Muscle, you swear to God. If it isn't Tweedle dipshit and Tweedle dumbass again, why are you not surprised? The reason you aren't surprised is because you knew they would be here and you sought them out deliberately. You don't say that out loud, though, for the same reason you don't ask them to do your taxes. Eggs and Biscuits ask what you're doing here, boss. Just completing the circle of stupidity, you say. You hide under the tarp and swear these two walking jokes to absolute secrecy while this whole mess plays itself out again. Now to peep out of them or you'll be making breakfast, see? And you don't mean pouring yourself a bowl of Fruit Loops, get your drift? They don't get your drift, but time's up. Either you and the peanut gallery's gonna waltz in here any minute. Any minute later, about damn time, like pulling teeth hurting these fuck-ups. How long did they even take, not count negative time, you mean? 19 pages, it would seem. What, that many? Yes. Seems like a lot. Well, there are nearly that many members to gather. I'd characterize that final tally as predictable in hindsight. The doc sure can be a smartass, you keep that thought to yourself. Not that the omniscient has much use for hindsight, even those of us deemed smartasses by subordinates. You don't got a clue how he does that, and if you're honest with yourself, and him too, you don't much care. Please see me in my study at once. You heard the man, let's mosey. They didn't hear a thing, but they follow you anyway. Welcome, minions! Ages ago, beyond a span of time that is impossible to measure in any empirical sense, our master set in motion a critical chain of events. He summoned you all, one by one, and in return, you vowed to serve him for the rest of his interminable life, just as I have sworn to do for the remainder of mine. Yes, you may resemble a flock of unremarkable, unintelligent cretins, but as the servants of a very important man, you, by extension, are also important. If all thoughts but one escape the cottony substance wadded up inside your heads, let this one be the one you keep. Your mission, which I am about to describe, is but another link in this critical chain. It is far from the last, and even further from the first. There have been many crucial links over the epochs to which I myself have been privy and complicit. I will describe to you a plurality of these in detail. Listen carefully. Cripes, Baldy McSoftbody here sure enjoys the sound of his own voice. You wonder if he'll get to the point soon. I am a patient man, Mr. Seven. It is a quality that has served me well in preparing for the arrival of our master. You wonder how he does that? You ain't even talking out loud here. This is just a bit of hard-boiled, no-nonsense narrative introspection. You're pretty sure it ain't even real in any meaningful respect. No nonsense. You flatter yourself. May I continue? Yeah. The doc dives cue ball first through some mad ramble on a fairy tale about some giant space frog. You own pins and needles as you check your watch. You know it ain't lost on a smart cookie like him that checking your watch is in a room full of clocks is extra passive-aggressive. Yada yada, then he says there's some planet that grew in the belly called Alternicon or what have you, run by a race of savages it would seem. Long story short, the doc here fucked with them for about 1 billion damn years and they all died off as a result. Classic scratch. Ah, got it. The town they built is Midnight City. It's just a bomb's lab away from the gang's mansion. Great place for crimes. Almost like it was put there so a load of goons like you could have you run of the place. In fact, you're pretty sure that's why the boss set up shop at this one-town rock, just outside city limits. You know what they say about location. Well, they don't say nothing special about it. They just say the word two more times, and that pretty much gets the point across. Cool story. After a few more minutes and a few more barbs exchanged through a conversational medium you still can't wrap your head around, Doc wraps up the history lesson. Cripes! Not to second guess the head honcho, but delegating his orders to this bloviating creep is a hell of a test to a faithful third officer's loyalty. He's got a folder and says, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. As you can see, I've got a folder. It contains your mission. You will review it carefully, by which I mean one of you, this organization's faithful third officer. He will lead a team on this mission. No kidding. You take the folder and check it out. It says you're supposed to... You're supposed to receive a package from an anonymous recipient. I cannot divulge the identity of this man. If you are able to bring the package back to me, I will give you further instructions. You are to pick up the package from a courier in the city. He is to rendezvous with you at the supplied address at a precise time. You are not to be late, and never open the package. Do you all understand what I have said? You scope out the crowd, they're bored out of their melons, and nope, nobody understands. Except for you. It's your job to understand. Choose your team, Crowbar. He tells you to pick a team for the job and be on your way. Seems like this pack of lugs has worn out its welcome in his office. Which is an ironic attitude to have for a guy who makes his bones holding men hostage to hours-long anecdotes, but whatever. The team's an easy call. You go with the solid colors today. A pickup is light work. You don't see the need to pack any muscle on this trip. Hard to imagine securing a box from a chest guy could ever get too hot to handle. And in this case, the doc being omniscient surely would let you know in advance if it was going to go down like that, right? Any man with my foresight who had your best interest in mind would do absolutely as you say. Absolutely. Yeah, see? Gotta love the doc. But then again, it's like you've always said, for a filthy liar, the doc sure is good at sticking to the truth. You gotta remember his genteel assurance like a knife stuck in your mind. Hell, maybe that's roughly akin to the way the guy speaks, since he ain't got a mouth to make sound with. You remember piling into this hot car with your 6 solids and cruising through the desert like it happened last week. Hell, when you wet your whistle on time travel as much as you, maybe it even did. And the first time you got offed, you remember that like it was yesterday. Less than yesterday even, because that's what you do. Remember things. You remember the first time you laid eyes on the Midnight City skyline. You remember your first kiss. And you remember that fateful night plain as day. The night you first met a man named Spade Slick. Ooh, to be continued. Okay, the next one is going to be written by Mary Borsellino and art by Rennie Kingsley, but we're going to do that in the next episode. So, this has been Anachi Sasuke. This is episode 5 of Let's Read Paradox Space. If you liked it, a like and a subscribe will be groovy. If you didn't, you don't need to do either one of those things. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.